Being in a relationship is hard enough, but it can be emotionally and even physically damaging to try and maintain one when you think that your partner might be cheating on you. Studies done by the General Social Survey have shown that in general, men are more likely to cheat in a relationship, with a 20% chance for men versus a 13% chance for women. 75% of men also admit to cheating on a partner at some point in their lives, so it makes sense that people would be a little suspicious of their boyfriend, especially if they have been cheated on before. Cheating takes a toll on relationships, as it not only hurts the person getting cheated on, but can also bring on a lot of guilt and self-loathing to the cheater. That's what can leave these people acting differently and show signs that your man is cheating on you. So make sure to watch all the way to number 1, because it's one of the most common signs that cheating has occurred in the relationship. Number 10. He is a more attentive and present partner. Everything that glitters isn't gold, and the signs of a cheater are not always black and white. Generally, it's recommended that you look for explanations to any changes in behavior that your partner may be experiencing. And if you can't pin them down, then you may have something to look into. One of the most common patterns that a cheating partner will go through is the guilt phase, where they seem to over-apologize and act in a way that, while nice, isn't really like themselves. This attention also will not last, as it will be refocused into the affair as it becomes more and more serious. A cheating spouse that goes from detached to model husband is unfortunately just as clear of a sign that things aren't going well as screaming matches and arguing. Number 9. He searches for a reason to get away. Another sign he's cheating on you is that he isn't usually happy to be home. While it isn't out of the realm of possibility that he's just sick of the same old routine at home, it shouldn't make any sense to you if your husband is constantly trying to find a way out of your family's company, especially if he goes about it in a nasty way. Victims of infidelity will often try and start pointless arguments just to get kicked out of the house, and it shouldn't be surprising that this can be very confusing to the other partner. It can make you feel unsure of yourself, not in control of your emotions, and further drive a wedge between your partner and you. This tactic is used by cheaters so that they can have more time with their fling, and is often a big reason why their secret gets revealed in the long run, as juggling a real life and one filled with lies can get messy in a hurry. Number 8. He is suddenly interested in music or TV he wasn't before. Even the more experimental and adventurous of us have our creature comforts too, and things that we don't really want to mess around with. Music and television are definitely two such things. So if your partner is suddenly into pop when they used to only like country, there might be something more going on there. Men often pick up interests based on who they share them with, and so them liking new media could be a sign that they are watching or listening with someone else. It's a sign that he's cheating, and one that can be hard for people to pin down, as on the surface it seems like such a small and meaningless change. Number 7. He acts guilty when you are kind or thoughtful. As distance starts to build due to cheating, it makes sense that the faithful partner will continue to fight for the relationship. They do not yet know that their partner has checked out emotionally or made a series of awful choices, only that the person they love feels farther away than they would like. It makes sense then that this partner would buy the other gifts, set up more elaborate dates, or just plan to put in more effort than they maybe had earlier. Instead of helping the relationship, however, this will cause more friction as the guilt around their decision begins to build. Cheating partners can often feel as if they were forced into making the decision to be unfaithful based on how the relationship was playing out previously. And so the partner making more time and effort will hurt them even more and cause them to try and look for cracks in your armor instead of accepting the kindness as it was intended. Number 6. He mixes you and the other person up. One of the clearest signs of cheating has got to be when your boyfriend or spouse forgets what stories you were there for. This usually comes about as your boyfriend talks about the shows, movies, or events that you have gone to recently, only he forgets that he went with the person he's cheating with, and not you. Juggling a double life can be extremely difficult to maintain, and often the cheater will struggle to keep track of what he does with whom as time goes on. By the way, make sure to subscribe if you've learned something new today. Number 5. He starts to use slang or make jokes that are out of character. A huge component to what human beings perceive as love is actually a chemical reaction that takes place in the brain. This is what people often refer to as the honeymoon period of the relationship, and during this, it can be hard for the people involved to stop talking about and thinking about each other. This process still occurs when the two people involved are sneaking around, and it is something that can help you figure out if he's being unfaithful or not. People entering into cheating relationships can often start adapting their fling speech patterns, sense of humor, and interests into their everyday routines, and this can be really alarming for the partner in a long-term relationship. Your boyfriend using a bunch of new words all of a sudden, or spending their time doing new kinds of things, or enjoying different kinds of pastimes may not be as innocent as they would like you to believe. Number 4. They become agitated or startled when woken up. Cheating husband signs can come seemingly out of nowhere, but one that is pretty common is that they can seem extra prickly or even scared when they wake up in the middle of the night. While sometimes this can be from their conscience guilting them in their sleep, the more common explanation is a little more upsetting. When they are awoken, it may actually take them a few moments to realize just where they are and which person they are sleeping next to. They may actually be surprised to see you because they assumed they were with the other person, and when they see your face, they assume they have been caught. Generally, people that cheat tend to become more paranoid and jumpy, but this one hurts just a little bit more when you realize just why they are so spooked seeing you when they wake up. Number 3. They keep bringing up a friend, coworker, or classmate and their issues. As sad as it may seem, some people just have a hard time being quiet. When you are trying to balance two relationships, some people think that if they can talk about the person they are cheating with and slowly incorporate them into the fold, that their partner won't suspect something is up between them. This instinct also may be involuntary, as the cheating boyfriend might just be so interested in this new person, they can't help but talk about their problems. Cheaters will almost always avoid sharing anything that would imply that they are hanging out more than usual outside of their shared environment, be it work, school, or whatever. But they may not be able to help but share updates about their life. So if your partner is often talking about someone that you feel they may be attracted to and talking about their problems a lot, you may want to keep that in mind just in case more red flags begin to appear. Number 2. He becomes protective of his devices. The signs of a cheater have become much more difficult to track as social media and technology have made such considerable advances. In the past, you could check phones and get everything that you needed to know about a person, such as phone logs and messages. But today, people will use alternate accounts, fake email addresses, and more to keep their dirty secrets in check. What hasn't changed, thankfully, is how cheaters tend to operate, which is using phones, tablets, and laptops to secretly communicate with their lover while they are with you. Because of this, you can essentially tell they are being faithful with you based on how they treat their phone or other devices around you. If they are creating distance between you and the object, then more than likely they are hiding something too. Number 1. Their ego has ballooned. A cheating spouse is probably going to act more confidently around you than they have in years, studies have shown. This is because of the confidence boost that feeling desired gives them, and it can often make for a surprising and somewhat awkward shift, since they will also exhibit signs of guilt or uneasiness at the same time. Men that cheat often feel more wanted and can convince themselves that the whole world wants them, which can often result in a huge ego boost, particularly if they are not used to getting attention for their looks. While this may seem nice at first, it is validation given because of a selfish act, and unfortunately tends to dissipate pretty quickly as the stakes continue to grow. And if you like this video, then check out these related videos to see more. And make sure to like this video to let the algorithm know you'd like to see more videos like these.